Hi friends and welcome. Today we are here to watch season 5 episode 15 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It is called I Was Made to Love You. And of course, the only thing on my mind right now is Spuffy. Based off the previous episode and how much we were like exploring that relationship, I feel like there's no way that we won't continue to do that. I don't know though, because listen. My only problem with the theory about this episode being about Spuffy is that we just had a Spuffy episode. Maybe it would be a little bit like too much, especially because, you know, the episode ended with Buffy literally slamming the door in Spike's face. So it's like, I don't think Buffy is ready for this, and I understand it, and I respect it, and I'm gonna let her take her time, because I know she's gonna come around to it. So like, fine girl, just take your time, it's okay. But then that would make it very hard for this episode to be about Spuffy if Buffy's not ready. So I don't know if this is going to be like an ultimate declaration of Spike's love or something, or if this is the episode where Buffy finds out that like, oh, maybe I actually do have feelings for him. But I don't think we're there yet. I just don't. But then at the same time, I read that title and I'm like, if you're not talking about my unconditional love for Buffy, I do believe you're talking about Spike's, because who else would we be talking about? I think we might need to take a break from Spuffy so that Buffy can allow herself to be ready for this idea without feeling pressured into it. You know, I think this is something she has to come to terms on her own. So I think that like Spike being on top of her is not going to help her with this. That sounded wrong. Not what I mean. I vividly remember that I was not having a great day when I watched the last episode. I was just not in a good mood. And you guys have no idea how much that episode totally changed my mood. And it's just like, you know, it was just such a good episode. I can't describe it. It just made me feel happy. And so I have been super excited for this last one. Like, I woke up and I got out of my bed so quickly, just ready to watch whatever the fuck this was. It's just really exciting to have something that you're like so genuinely pumped about, you know, especially with like me watching it so slowly, which just makes me more and more freaking excited to get to this one, you know? So now, you know, just reading this title, I have such strong feelings that this is going to be an amazing episode, and I'm just really excited. I was editing 503, and I noticed that Joyce was complaining about headaches, which I don't think I gave much importance to at first, because, you know, whatever, it's just a headache. I learned better with Willow, though. Willow was complaining about something. Willow, I'm paying attention, okay? I will not let this one slide. But anyways, Joyce was complaining about a headache. And I noticed that it started right after Dawn appeared, right? So I wonder if her headaches are connected to Dawn. I wonder if because she is Dawn's mother and therefore maybe her reality is the one who was altered the most, because she's probably the person who has interacted with Dawn the most. But maybe it fucked up her brain, you know? To have these different realities like overlap in her brain, and maybe it's just like she is too much of a human to be able to handle that. It's not a comforting feeling though, because it makes me wonder if Joyce could have something like this again. Like I have already said before, Joyce is still not safe in my head. I'm still worried about her. Every single time, I got a bad feeling about this. I really, really do. And I have not gotten over it. I think we're about to like make somewhat of a switch into a second half of season 5. Because that usually happens halfway through. And I don't think it's happened yet, but I don't know. I do see that they're leaning towards something that I can't see the full picture yet. So I wonder if this season 5 twist would be that suddenly things start making sense. Maybe we need one piece of information that helps us see everything more clearly. I don't know, but I do... Well, you're gonna scare me. Oh, that's my alarm. No, I was excited. I woke up way before my alarm. Anyways, what were we talking about? I just feel like this whole idea of the spirit of the first Slayer, of discovering more about the Slayer lore and those kind of things, I do think this is something we're gonna have to discuss. So I wonder when that's gonna show up. And a part of me thinks that either it's gonna be sort of right now-ish, or maybe in season 6. We're gonna have to see, but I do think that eventually when they do start talking about that, I think we have to see Faith again. This all started because I was thinking about Faith. I was thinking about how we saw her in the first episode of Angel and have not talked about her since. Girl, come back to me. Come back to me right now. I already have Darla. I already have Drusilla. You're the only one who's missing. come to me right now. I feel like she would fit in so well. I mean, would she? I don't know. I don't care. I just want her to come over. So yeah, we should head into the episode. I do hope we get some Spuffy. I hope we get some like romance, and I hope we get some answers, maybe, potentially. Yeah, I'm just really excited. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I think we should head into the episode, so let's go.
Spike! Spike wants me. How obscene is that?
Well, it is very strange. I mean, I can't imagine what he's thinking. Buffy, I think you should perhaps calm down a little.
Me too.
Oh,
Xander!
Puppy Xander, I'm sorry. I guess I got carried away. Are you okay?
I'm alive.
Poor Xander!
I just want to know that there's gonna be another good one. One that I won't chase away.
There will be. Promise. He's out there. He can come along any minute.
Maybe I could change. You know, I could work harder.
No!
I could spend less time slaying. I could laugh at his jokes.
Or maybe you can just be Buffy. He'll see your amazing heart, and he'll fall in love with you.
Oh.
Oh, that's so cute.
This is the day you choose to hug me. Buffy,
His face.
you ever think maybe the reason you haven't found a great relationship on the Hellmouth is because it's a Hellmouth?
I mean, good point, but what is that supposed to mean? Do you want her to move? To LA, maybe? I know a guy. I could present you to a guy in LA.
Thank you for picking me up. I'm very grateful for the ride.
You sure you want to get out here? I mean, this place is kind of... What are you looking for in Sunnydale anyway?
True love.
Okay. Well, good luck.
I might like it more than the others. Can you spin around again? Ooh, I'm not sure. Once more.
You're messing with me.
We just wanted to see how many times we could get you to do it. I like it.
You sure? I mean, it's not too mommish?
Oh, that was why I liked it. You're both crazy. It's not mommish at all. It's sexy. It screams, Randy sex kitten, buy me one drink and I'll... Oh, wait, that's not really good either.
Oh, God.
Is she going on a date?
You have lots of time until 7. Vast acres of time in which you could plant crops. Now tell me about this Brian and what his intentions are. Maybe he's a gigolo.
He's a nice, normal guy, okay?
I think I've heard of those.
Came
Yeah.
to the gallery.
No.
My first day back when I was, you know, kind of shaky. Well, it turned out that he didn't know anything about them either, so we had a lot to talk about.
So what's the plan for tonight?
Buffy, what do you think? Should I, you know, try to make things romantic or sort of let him set the pace? Brian, what time is it now?
4:24.
You sure the dress is okay?
She's so cute.
Me, not so much. Do you
Oh.
really understand all that?
What a friendship.
Well, at first it was confusing.
Hi. Hi. I'm looking for Warren. Do you know where Warren is? And if you do, could you tell me?
I don't think we know Warren.
Well, alrighty. No harm in asking. Thanks. Hi, do you know Warren? I need to find him.
Whatever.
Okay, what is she gonna see? Oh, no. Buffandra, I swear to God, do not approach that man. Don't. Are you listening to me?
And again with the non-medical clothing.
Well, actually, these are orthopedic pants. Man, that sounded so funny in my head.
Please don't laugh. Oh, no. You can't be that desperate, Buffandra.
It's very, very funny. Do you maybe want to dance?
I'm not really good. You know, rhythm.
Okay, good.
Sure. I'd love to. Let me just dump this. I'll be right back.
Somehow, I don't think a girl that looks like that's gonna be lonely for too long.
Definitely not. Well, not me. I was just saying that. With a girl
Willow!
like that, there's always someone lurking around looking for some action.
Oh!
Small world. If you want me to leave, you can put your hands on my hot, tight little body and make me.
Get away from me.
I just really like coffee. I think coffee might be worth it. And I would like to get to know Coffee better.
Then go ask out Coffee and please leave Buffy alone.
Oh.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
That would be wrong.
Holy
You're not my
shit.
boyfriend.
Ma'am! Okay, so she's definitely a supernatural something.
Throwing Spike through a window. Well, that's really good. But, you know, generally
Do you
speaking.
know my boyfriend?
Okay, I think you need to take a second and stop looking for your boyfriend.
Oh.
I have to find him.
Oh. I love that they all come running for Buffy.
What do you guys think she is? I mean, this may sound nuts, but I kind of got the impression that she was a...
Robot.
Oh yeah, robot.
Oh no, not Ted again.
A 14-year-old's too old to be babysitted. It's not fair on her.
What'd she make you do?
She's
Well,
14.
we listened to aggressively cheerful music, sung by people chosen for their ability to dance. Then we ate cookie dough and talked about boys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. I mean, unless you want to stay for a while, and then you and I
Who
could...
wants to hear everything?
Oh,
My
I
mom talked about
do.
boys.
Right, must go. See you tomorrow. Bye, Josh.
Bye, Rupert.
It all looked pretty tame to me.
I suppose by your standards, it could seem pretty. Oh dear.
What?
I left my bra in his car.
Oh, girl, don't scare me.
Mother!
Oh, but that's still...
I'm joking.
Oh. Ma'am.
Good God, that's horrible. Don't do that.
I left it in the restaurant.
No more! No more! No more!
On the dessert card.
I don't like that we didn't see him, though. This worries me that he's another Ted.
What are you doing? It's 3:30.
Yes, it is. Does Warren live here?
Oh my god, she's gonna go nut. Oh my god, ma'am.
She's a sex bot. I mean, what guy doesn't dream about that? Beautiful girl with no other thought but to please you, willing to do anything.
No.
Too many
No.
girls. I miss Oz. He'd get it. He wouldn't say anything, but he'd get it.
I mean, everyone wants a nice, normal person to, you know, share with, but this guy, if he couldn't find that, I guess it's kind of sad.
Oh, Buffy, no, this is not about you. No, this is not you. No, that's so creepy. That is so creepy. That is
Hello?
so...
Hey, Ben, it's Buffy.
I just got in is all. Night shift at the hospital. I'm glad you called. Tomorrow night. Sure. Bye. Fine.
What the fuck?
We can buy new stuff. Now let's just go.
I have to talk to you.
Who's this?
Is this about her?
Yes.
Her who? Warren, something's going on here. Strange girls.
Trina, please be quiet, okay? This is important. Wait in the kitchen.
And I'm not important?
No, there's more. There's something you need to know about her.
I know.
No, wait. This is important.
Believe me, I worked it out.
No, this is something that you can't possibly know. She's a robot.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know if he was gonna say something else.
Someone's glad to see me, aren't you, a little bit?
Stay away from me. I think you better go.
Okay, now,
She's so
Like this.
protective.
she might have said some things that sounded like I expressed some kind of...
Oh my god.
We are not your friends. We are not your way to Buffy. There is no way to Buffy. Clear out of
Wow.
here and spark this thing. Get over it.
I don't know what you mean.
Yes, you do.
Damn, Giles.
I'm sure she has many exciting labor-saving attachments.
I made her to love me. I mean, she cares about what I care about, and she wants to be with me. I mean, she listens to me and supports me. I didn't make a toy. I made a girlfriend.
That's kind of creepy.
She got boring. She was exactly what I wanted, and I didn't want her. I thought I was going crazy.
Really? You?
Then something happened. I fell in love with Katrina.
Swell. Romance and magnetic trains. But first you decided to take April out of the box, play with her for 5 minutes, and then what? You got bored, decided to dump her, tell her to go away?
Kinda. Okay, I didn't really dump her as much as I went out and didn't come back. I left her. I left her in my dorm room.
Wait, and did you even give her a chance to fix what was wrong?
I didn't need to fix anything. I mean, her batteries were supposed to run down. Really, they should be completely dead by now.
Is she dangerous?
She's only programmed to be in love.
And she's dangerous. Do you have any idea how to find her?
Well, she's looking for me, so my guess is she's probably pretty close.
Warren is my boyfriend. Mine. And you others probably ought to figure that out. Ow! Ow, let go! Don't go. Oh, stop!
What the fuck?
You're lying. You have to stop lying.
Oh my god, that is creepy. No, that's a line that has been crossed. The sleeping photo? No. That is Angela's type of shit, sir.
April.
Where have you been? I couldn't find you, and this girl kept lying to me, and then she went to sleep.
She's alive.
Okay, thank God.
Warren, honey, what's going on? Did I do something wrong? I waited a long time and you never came back. A long time. I made you 5 sweaters.
I thought that I made you everything that I wanted, but it wasn't what I really wanted. The truth is, I can't love you. I mean, it's not your fault, but I don't love you. I love her!
Fuck!
She growls?
Oh my god! This is a playground, ma'am.
What's going on?
No, Trina! Get away!
Oh, nice! I love her.
Is that your ex-girlfriend? No, get the hell away from me!
No, Trina, wait, listen! No, I get it.
You took my man. I'm going to kill you. I can't crush. So tired. I'm only supposed to love him. If I can't do that, what am I for? What do I exist for?
I don't know. It isn't fair. He wasn't fair to you. You know, he told me how proud he was of you and how impressed he was with how much you loved him and how you tried to help him. He didn't mean to hurt you. It'll be fine.
When things are sad, you just have to be patient. Every cloud has a silver lining. And
things are always darkest before
dawn? Okay. I see what you're doing there, sort of, kind of, maybe, I don't know.
She devoted everything to making this one person happy. And then it was like, with him gone, there was just no reason for her to exist anymore.
Robots are the strangest people.
I don't need a guy right now. I need me. I need to get comfortable being alone with Buffy.
She's a pretty cool person to be alone with.
Thank you.
Yes, don't call him. We're going down a solo route. I support it.
Hi.
I just told you not to call him.
I hope this is your machine. There wasn't a message. I don't think this is the best time for me to be drinking coffee. I'm sorry. And, bye.
What the hell? If I may, your inconceivableness, it sounds to these humble ears like our Ben tried to make a date with the Slayer.
No. He is planning something. He's working against me. She turned us down?
Ah! How did you get in here?
Your mum let me in.
The fuck?
I'm placing an order.
Oh, no, I'm not making any more girls.
Sure you are. Here's your specs.
Oh no.
You're gonna make her real
Yikes.
good for me.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's disturbing as shit.
Oh.
Oh. That's good.
Still a couple of guys getting it right.
Are they though? I don't know if I still trust that, Brian.
Want me to pick Dawn up from school?
Oh god.
Mom?
Please tell me you're asleep, you're asleep, you're asleep, you're asleep.
What are you doing? Mom? Mom? Mommy?
No. 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 Fuck. I knew this was coming. I knew it. I knew it. Maybe she's fine. Like, she's not, right? Ah, fuck. I have to, I hate myself, but I can't hear it again, because if I listen to Buffy call her mommy again, I'm gonna lose it. But I have to see if she actually, because she looks more than, like, she looks, I don't want to say it, but she looks dead, right?
Getting it right. Flower getting lady. Want me to pick Dawn up from school?
Like, she can't be asleep. She can't be asleep.
Mom? What are you doing?
Oh no, that's a dead body. That's a dead body. That's a dead body right there. Stop this. Stop. Puta que pariu, porra. I hate this with everything inside of me. I hate it. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. I can't do it. I'm trying to, like, just something. I can't believe I was excited for this goddamn fucking episode. This sucks. I guess this is the season 5 twist that I was waiting for. Because Buffy's life now is just gonna completely fucking change. And to think that she was stressed about boys the entire episode. I guess it all really... I can't do this. I guess when you put it all into, you know, comparison, suddenly the boys don't seem as important anymore, do they? It's fine. It's not fine. Okay. There's just so much to say about this episode. It was a really interesting one, and I can't seem to form a single thought right now. It's just like I can only think of the future right now. You know, I can only think of what's to come for Buffy, and it's not good. And I was wondering, you know, fuck, I mean, don't do this. You know, I have to say that throughout the episode I was wondering, I wonder why they're doing such a nice storyline with Joyce right now. And I was silly enough to think that, like, oh, maybe they just want to show a different side of her. And, you know, that she can go on dates and stuff, but it was all to set up her death. That's really, really mean. I hope they know that that's really, really mean. Because, you know, I was not somebody who was attached to Joyce at first. I really didn't like her in the beginning of the show, but I really think I grew to enjoy her character and enjoy her relationship with Buffy, and I think that, you know, this episode was so sweet. I love that she comes to Buffy for relationship advice, and I love that, like, I love that we could see her actually having fun and being more than just a mom, and we could see her concerns about always looking like a mom, like, you know, in her jokes. And we saw such a different side of her, and I personally thought it was very exciting, and I really enjoyed it because I thought maybe it could be a setup for just her, you know, getting to see a different side of her. But I think deep down I must have known it was a setup for this, because I had been worried shitless about her. I just didn't think it was gonna come right now. Fuck. I don't know how we're gonna be handling this in the next episode. I hope Dawn doesn't see this. And I don't want Buffy to deal with this alone. Oh, fuck, man. She's fucked. She's fucked. How is she gonna raise Dawn alone? God damn it. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? I mean, is Giles gonna step up? I mean, we can't count on Buffy's father. That man's a dick. Didn't even come when Joyce was sick, so we know we can't count on him. And I guess we were seeing right now what it would be like in this episode if Giles stepped in and helped out in that sense. Are they gonna turn to Giles? Because I know that he's always been a father figure for Buffy, but, is he actually going to, like, legally adopt Dawn? Because that's... I mean, legally she has to have, is Buffy old enough? I don't think Buffy's old enough to adopt Dawn, so I do think they need, like, an actual grown-up. And then would that make Buffy, like, I'm not having fun. I'm really not having fun. I'm really not. I feel like this has ruined just everything for me. Everything. And I feel like the next episode just has to be worse, right? Like, this is not gonna get better. It's not like I can go into the next episode. Like, it's not reassuring, it's just concerning, and I have to wait a whole week to watch the next episode unless I watch it now, but I don't think I can watch it now. I don't think I can do it. I'm just realizing it. I really hope I'm not reading into this. Like, if Joyce is not dead, and I'm having this whole breakdown over nothing, I'm gonna be so pissed, but, you know, things I have learned with the Buffyverse. Hi Jenny, miss ya. Is that when things seem like they happened and people seem dead, I guess they are dead. And like I said, I was just waiting for this one. What else is there to say about that? I will want to pause and come up with notes for the rest of the episode, but just in regards to, like, this right here, what else is there to say other than, for some reason, the image that it's paused on right now is Buffy's fucking face. Looking at it, why did I pause there? Sarah Michelle Gellar, fuck you. You're not supposed to be this good of an actress. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. You shouldn't be allowed to, because I can't look at her face. I need to drag this out of my view. Ma'am. Okay. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna try and calm myself down a bit and come up with notes so I can be back to discuss. See you guys. Hello. I was literally gonna start this discussion by saying it took a few minutes and I'm fine. I don't think I'm gonna start crying in the middle of the discussion. I have to say that the moment that I went to press play, I felt things coming up. But it's going back down. Everything's fine. I think I'm gonna be able to get through this without crying. The first thing I want to say is that fuck these writers, for such a misleading title. I was so sure what this was going to be about, and I would like to read a certain text that I sent to Lexi this morning. I didn't tell her this because I don't want to give her spoilers, but I just mean, like, I loved the last episode so much that it put me in such a great mood. And then I saw this title's episode, and I was like, let's fucking go. And so I wrote the following. I lost it. I know I said something. Where was it? She's like, stop watching, because she's trying to catch up to me. So she was like, well, just don't watch it. And then I said, girl, I can't. I need the serotonin. Where is it? I lost it. And then I said, anyways, I should go record. I'm so excited for this one. And then she says, hell yeah. And I say, just feeling good vibes coming from this episode. And then she says, enjoy. And I'm like, who knows if it's the truth? Thanks. Good vibes coming from this episode, I said about an hour ago. Well, fuck that shit. This episode is bad vibes only. Like, I'm just so hurt. I really felt this one coming from the moment where they started playing with the concept of death. I meant to say with Joyce dying, but I guess now Joyce is synonymous to death in my head. That felt like a storyline they were going to follow through with. Like, what really made me think that they were going to kill her off at some point was that you could see how devastated Buffy was. So they made us go through that grief without Joyce even dying. You know, and then from that point on, I was like, oh, I have a bad feeling about this. And I've been worried sick for Joyce. Just also, she's been getting so much screen time this season because, you know, season 5 seems to be a lot focused on the idea of family, right? And I mean, not just the squad, but also because of Dawn joining their family. We've been seeing a lot more of Joyce. So we get to see more of her relationship with Buffy. And like I said, this episode, their relationship was amazing. So I should have seen it coming that I was in this fucking episode. But I think that, like, because this episode reminded me so much of Ted, seeing Joyce go on a date, I was waiting for the reason that we were seeing all about that date. I thought the reason was going to be that the guy was a bad guy. Even though I had tried to prepare myself emotionally, I don't think I did a great job. I'm really, really upset. Remind me never to enjoy things again, because whenever things start seeming like they're too good, like the conversation between Buffy and Joyce, that means they're too good and something bad's gonna happen and I can never have any happiness in my life ever again. So thanks, Buffy! I feel like this ending scene, even though it was literally like one shot of Buffy's face, is fuck. I said I wasn't gonna cry, I really did. The one shot of Buffy's face right now in the ending, I think hits so hard because you get to see her freeze in a way that I don't think we've seen happen. Fuck. Oh man. I don't think I can talk about Joyce. I really can't. I need this part of the discussion to be over. Okay. Nope. I think this last, shot of Buffy to me really stands out because I think we get to see her freeze for one of the first times in her life. She just doesn't know what to do or how to react. And, it's interesting because I feel like I would expect her to run towards Joyce, to try something, but like the impossibility of it, the fact that I think she knows that there's nothing she can do right now, to a point where she just freezes, I think it's really hard to watch. It's just, she doesn't know what to do, and can't. And I don't think she's gonna know what to do. I think, that's the hard thing that's gonna come from this, is that it's not just one moment that she doesn't know what to do. She's not gonna know what to do for her future right now. How's she gonna cope with all of this going forward? It's like such a small scene, but I think it was so well done and really hard to watch, and a part of me really doesn't want the next episode to start off where this one left off, because I don't think I can handle it. Usually I'm somebody who like, I like to see the important moments rather than hear about them. I really like being in the moments, and I think a part of me is going to be pissed off if they skip to it and, you know, we deal with the aftermath, but we don't actually see like Buffy's reaction to this right now. But at the same time, I think if the next episode starts with Buffy reacting to this, I'm not gonna be able to handle. So I don't know exactly what I want. I'll miss it if it's not there, but if it is there, I'm not gonna be able to cope with it. So right now I have no good outcomes and just not looking forward to this one. I'm really scared. I just hate that they made me like her character only to fucking do this. Like, at least then keep the character that I, like, the version of the character that I fucking disliked or something. I don't know. Just don't do this. Okay. I'm gonna try and leave Joyce and move on to other topics, because otherwise I'm scared that we're just gonna stay here talking for like 5 hours and I'm not gonna... I gotta move on. I'm gonna try. So, some other interesting parts of this episode is that it reminded me a lot of season 2 episodes. Like, I feel like there were so many callbacks, because this episode immediately, you know, feels like Ted because of the whole robot situation, because of Joyce going on a date. And then it felt very Some Assembly Required in the sense of somebody building someone to, you know, fulfill something that they need in their lives that they're not getting, you know, this love. And then it also felt very, not very, but like it reminded me a little bit of like Inca Mummy Girl. He didn't really focus on that, but I just mean like Xander's commentary when he saw the robot lady really reminded me of Inca Mummy Girl. I think there was one more episode. What was it? I have written it down, didn't I? Oh! Oh my god. And it, of course, also reminded me of Passion. With a devastating ending. Has to remind me of Passion. Which I think is like a really interesting combination of episodes. I think the robot storyline is, I'm trying so hard to get Joyce out of my mind, but it's really fucking hard, let me just tell you. Robots and all. Robots. I think the whole idea of robots, like especially a robot that is made to fall in love, it's very interesting because I think it almost makes it a little bit more redeemable. The fact that like he was just alone, he just wanted somebody to love him. So it's not that like I forgive him for what he did, but I do think that like he just seemed like a stupid teenager who didn't know better and who just wanted to be in love. Sometimes people will make mistakes. I don't think he dealt with it well because I don't think he was the best person. I don't think he treated his new girlfriend the best way. I don't think he thought things through. Otherwise, he wouldn't have abandoned the robots in the room. You know, he's like afraid of actually saying the truth to people. So like, I think he's definitely somebody who needs to grow up. But in general, I did think that was interesting. But I don't like how it ended in regards to Spike. Like, I've been trying to ignore some Buffy red flags just because, like, I want them to be together. And I know that they will. So for me, I'm just like, it's fine. But I think this was a red flag that, like, was a little bit too red and I couldn't ignore it. So it's funny that I went into this episode thinking it's going to be a great episode for Buffy, only for it to be the complete opposite. It definitely set me back for a second. Even though the way that they look at each other, though, that grabs me. That sort of makes up for it, but I do think, like, in regards to being on the same page, they're not right now, and I don't like what Spike did. I do hope that this is not a story that they're gonna follow up on. I hope that, like, I hope he doesn't actually get a robot of Buffy, because that's gonna be... Spike, just don't do it. Please no. But something that I think sort of worked out really well that came from that is I love how protective Giles was of Buffy this episode. I think he really acted like her father in many ways, you know, not just taking care of Dawn, but also when he stands up to Spike. I think it's very rare that we see Giles position himself in such a strong way like we did in this episode. And that's not to say that he doesn't, but I do think that Giles is like a calmer person, right? I think he's more in touch, like because he's like the older one of the gang, he has had a lot more experience in like controlling his feelings. So I feel like if any other character would be more likely to have this like outburst of emotion, but I like that it's Giles. Even though I was like, well, don't say that because I actually want them to be together, Giles. Another part of me was like, Giles, you are so right, my king, and I will bow to your existence at this moment. I just think it was one of my favorite Giles scenes. I just love every time that they like stand up for each other, you know. Earlier in the episode, Tara standing up for Dawn. She positioned herself in front of Dawn. I just love these little, you know, moments where they're standing up for each other. Like, obviously, Xander was such a support for Buffy. I think this episode was a really, really strong episode for the squad because I do think that, like, we really got to focus on them sort of leaning on each other a bit, right? Which, unfortunately, I think is a really big setup for the fact that Buffy's really gonna need them right now. I love that we got to see Anya and Tara forming a friendship there. I feel like we never get to see either of them in scenes that are not with their respective loved ones or like with the whole group. So it was really fun to get to see actually both of them together. I love it. I love it. Go be some rich bitches. I will support it. Something else about Anya that I thought was really interesting this episode is that I like how she really did not seem jealous at all. I think Anya is getting more in touch with her feelings. She is learning, I want to say, how to be a human a little bit more. She's learning how to let Xander have his space, how to not like expose everything that's happening in between them to the whole squad. Like, I really think she's growing, and I feel like if I was in that situation, I'd be bothered by Xander's commentaries. And it didn't seem like she was lying about it. It didn't seem like she was putting up a front. It really seemed like she was so sure of their relationship that didn't bother her at all. In regards to like being alone though, I feel like we should go into talking about just Buffy this episode. Girl was going through it, right? I get it. She's still going through the Riley breakup, and I understand that it's also bringing back feelings about Angel, you know? Now I'm thinking about Angel too. I'm not gonna go there. I understand Buffy's insecurities, and I think it was kind of sweet that she was like relating to a robot. Like, I think their conversation at the park was really interesting. Like, this I think was one of the best written episodes just because of the amount of subtext in the text. Like, everything people were saying to Buffy, she was relating to it. And I love that about her because it shows how like sort of empathetic she is and how she'll feel everybody's struggles as her own in a way, but it also like makes me really concerned for her because I want her to be happy, and I don't want her to like think that she's the one doing anything wrong, because she's absolutely fucking not. I like that in this episode Buffy sort of comes to the conclusion that like she doesn't need no man. You know, she needs to fulfill herself on her own. And I think that's a very important message because I do think that Buffy deserves to be single. And even though I'm really excited for Buffy, like I've made that clear, I am totally 100% okay with Buffy taking a while to be single. I think that's even preferred. Let her have a couple of episodes, a couple of months where she's focusing on herself. And I feel like now, I guess that's not going to be a choice for her, because I guess with everything happening on in her personal life, she's just going to not really focus on dating that much. But I think she's very right for it. I like that she turned on Ben, because I'm very concerned about Ben. So Ben and Glory, if I'm not mistaken, and please forgive me if I'm getting this shit all wrong. I feel like I am, but this season can be hard to follow at some moments. They are siblings, I think, and they can sort of like consume each other's bodies. That sounds bad. Have we ever seen them at the same place? Like, can they coexist at the same place? You know what I mean? It's so weird to me how she turns into him and he turns into her. Like, I don't understand exactly how all of that happens. I guess maybe it's like this sort of sibling connection that they have, like a godly sibling connection. Because wait, if she's a god and he's her brother, maybe, possibly, I think, kind of, does that mean he's a god as well? And so, but are they one god or are they two? Because she said something that I thought was interesting, like, oh, we got a date with Buffy. She said something like that. And I was like, wait, are you guys one person? So I'm not quite sure what's happening with Glory and Ben, but Ben definitely seems to not be on Glory's side. But if they're connected, I just don't trust him to make the right decisions, even if he is a good guy. If they are connected, if they are family, there's something about me that just can never fully trust him. Some of it might become clearer, some of it might not, but at this point, I just care about Joyce right now, so who the fuck cares about what Little Miss Red Dress Lady is going up to? Just do whatever you want to do, man. I don't care right now. We're already fucked. Actually, I take that back. Please don't go after Dawn. That's the last thing Buffy needs right now. That would make Buffy just, that would be it. That would be it. Don't do that. Please don't do that. But other than that, well, actually, don't go after anyone. Never mind. I guess I'm still fucking concerned about her. What fuck? The last thing about this episode that I think really stood out to me was that I think there were some restless mentions in it. First of all, the location of it, the fact that they are in you know, with the sand and like the thingy that Spike and Giles were in, you know, the, what is the name? It's not a roller coaster. It's like a swing. Is it a swing? Is that what we call it? Oh my god, I can't even remember the word in Portuguese. That's how off my brain is. Balanço. Okay. That doesn't help you guys at all, but it helps me. So the setting seemed like a very interesting choice. And then in the ending, that sort of reference towards dawn, it feels like she said it's always darkest before dawn. But then does that mean that now that dawn is here, things are gonna get better? Or I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I could definitely finally start sensing, I want to say, some answers that I'm not sure I get, but I know that they're there. I was talking about that in the beginning of the episode. I'm still caught up on what they presented to me on that episode. And so I feel like this episode was interesting because I could sense that it was a nod towards them not forgetting it. Yeah, overall this was an episode that I watched. I can't say I enjoyed it because that ending makes it all bad, but I watched it, and no, I'm not excited for the next episode, so I'm not gonna lie about that. I don't want to watch it. I'm not ready for it, and I just feel like it's gonna be a hard one. I can sense that it's going to be a hard one. So I hope I will see you guys there if I can get around to talking myself into watching it. But anyways, thank you all for watching this with me. I hate that I can't read the title, but I think that adds up to the whole mystery of it. And I mean, I don't even need to make predictions at this point. I don't need a title for this one. It's gonna be the aftermath, right, of Joyce dying, I suppose. So, super fun. Can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and big hugs to everybody. I love y'all. Even though I kind of hate y'all for making me watch this show, but I love y'all. Kinda. I don't know. Shouldn't have said that. I take it back. I don't know if I love you guys. Let me watch the next episode first, and then we'll see.
You betray